So, in the new Yeeps update, they added planes. And with my experience with planes, I noticed a lot of people don't entirely know how to fly them. So, I will be giving a tutorial on how to fly planes. It's really easy, I promise. Alright, so, to start with how to fly a plane, it's forward and backward. I recommend 2 wrist-mounted controllers for the easiest flight. And to go forward, you just press this button right here with your grip trigger. Right. So now your plane can go forward, but in order to go backwards, on the opposite hand, you press the same button. So grip trigger, not the normal trigger, not the thumb, because that's X, A. So don't press these. Your plane's going nowhere if you use these. So use your grip triggers to go backward and forward. Alright, so now that your plane can go forward and backwards, now you have to fly. In order to fly, it might be a little confusing at first that up is down, down is up, but it's a lot simpler than you might think. This frisbee will represent the steering wheel of a plane in order to explain the way the joystick works. So, the way a plane works is up is like this, down is like this. Push it forward to go down. That's why it kind of makes sense for this to be forward to go down. Hopefully that explains it, and hope you figure it out. I must add, in order to turn, your plane will start falling because it will have less gliding ability because the wings will cut instead of sit on top of air. So sideways, the plane just kind of falls, but if it's like this, it glides a little bit. So when turning, you gotta correct the downward movement by moving up slightly. So this would be right and this would be left. So move your thumbstick to the bottom, right or left, in order to go that direction. Now, I'm going to demonstrate a smooth landing. Alright, so that's what a smooth landing looks like. Now I'll show you how to do it. We want to maintain as much control over the aircraft as possible. Lightly tap this in order to keep forward momentum going, because while the plane does glide, it doesn't glide very well. So you just tap it and then bring it down using your left joystick. Now, a smooth landing isn't necessary, so you can always land like this. Alright, so that's how I see most people land their planes. Nothing against it. If it was a real plane, that thing would not work anymore. Okay, so now that you've pretty much learned how to fly a plane, you can use the FPV goggles. So take a camera, put it inside the plane, and then put on the goggles. Now, I see this view, pretty much. I can look around freely, see my body rotate. The same rules are flying, it's just a lot easier to control in first person. So, alright. So, that's how you can fly with the FPV goggles. I will say that performing stunts can cause motion sickness. Now I'm going to show you some flying around in playground. Editor, add a funny sound effect. Okay, so I hope this video taught you something. Maybe you'll be better at flying a plane now.